What do you think Carmax offered? Keep in mind, they sold it to us for $44,000. This thing is a 2023 with 16,000 miles. It was like $67,000 new.
Right.
So what do you think Carmax would offer?
29.
29. That would be brutal.
Yeah,
that would be really, really bad.
Better?
I mean, you're not that far off.
Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land. And this, my Cadillac Lyriq. It's the 1-year anniversary of ownership, and Tyler Hoover brought it to Carmax for an appraisal. Why did you do that?
It's time for it to go. It's time to move her along. A year ago, I traded in my Cybertruck, and I got this for a pretty penny, $44,000, which was way cheaper than its original MSRP of like 60-something thousand dollars. I think high 60s for a 2023 debut edition. Now, there's a bit of fuzzy math there because I bought the Cybertruck for MSRP, sold it for 10 grand over MSRP to get this for $44,000. So really, it felt like $34,000. And I thought, well, we could own it for a short time and then sell it and not lose a bunch of money. But we've kept it for a year.
I love this truck. Is that guy math, though? I feel like there's some convoluted number padding going in there.
Well, here's the thing. I took it to Carmax for the appraisal.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. It's not good.
How bad?
Well, I have to build the suspense a little bit.
Yeah.
So why don't we walk around the car and talk about what we like and don't like about the Lyriq. And yeah, this can be used as a sales tool to whoever buys it.
Sure.
Or I suppose it could be Carmax, but probably not based on their bid. But the one thing is electric car depreciation, at least when it's brand new, that first drive off a lot, it's just, oh my God.
Where is it?
No. We got to do the order of this. This is how YouTube works. Now, the dealer I bought it from lost a bunch of money on this because the person bought it, traded it in when he cracked this. And the weight on that part, this pretty light bar, was like 6 to 8 weeks. Let me turn it on and light it all up here. All right, I got the key to where you can see the pretty show, maybe. Don't be shy.
Come on,
yeah,
girl,
there it
come
goes.
on. There, that's gorgeous. But why are they making it look like a grill still? We don't need a grill on electric cars. Is this just to like help us transition into electric cars?
I suppose. It looks really neat though, as far as the light show and all that stuff. We were wowed by this thing when we reviewed one before we bought it because it was super comfortable. The styling was just unbelievably good. And yeah, there was just a lot to like, so we ended up buying one used.
Well, I remember your big thing was that the price was too good not to get it.
Right.
Right. And so that's what it seems like. This is a lot more expensive and a lot more luxurious than it actually was.
I agree. So the debut edition was obviously the first to come to market. So the person who bought it paid full sticker for it.
Right.
They sold it quickly. The next guy bought it. He's the one that dinged the front of it. So it does have the minor damage on the Carfax because of that. But the dealership waited so long for that part that these things depreciated so quickly. And yeah, it did have some wear and tear. It did have the wheel curbing before you got it.
You're saying I'm off the hook that I didn't do that.
I felt good about buying it because, yeah, the wheels were curbed beforehand. And honestly, I don't think you added any to it.
Are you impressed?
Yeah.
Are you shocked?
These 22-inch wheels are still in the same condition. The tires are still good as far as plenty of tread because this isn't like some 1,000 horsepower all-wheel drive tri-motor monster that just tears up tires.
Right.
It accelerates quickly, swiftly.
It's still really fast.
But not like ridiculously. I think it's like a 5.9 second 0 to 60. So it's not just ripping the tires up.
Shiny and unscuffed this wheel is from me. I'm so like, I gotta tell you, because like I do curved wheels, but in Chicago you parallel park and it's just like the Wild West free for all. You have to do it as fast as you can because there's traffic coming. So it's like you don't care. But here in Kansas, you can take your time and park, and it shows.
Yes. But I love the shape of these things. Like I love the shape of other things. But yeah, there's sort of wagon shape to it as well. That's why I was really drawn to it. And I love what they did with the rear quarter here, even though I don't like, kind of coopy, swoopy things. They did it really late and with the rear light bar that I thought it looked really, really good. And the new Lyriq V is out. Crazy performance, and these with a little bit more of an aggressive body kit looks really neat.
Right, I'd like to see more window here, kind of windshield, because there's a little bit of a blind spot here. There's a lot of body panels.
Well, I know you don't like that, and then you don't like this rear hatch, right?
This rear hatch is terrifyingly haunted. I am not kidding. The amount of times that it just decides to close you in it.
Well, that's
by
because
itself.
it has a kicker down here. So you're down here and you're grabbing your stuff and you think, okay, I'll dance around, I'll hop around.
See, it's a selective kicker. It does not work all the time.
Yeah, eventually it just comes down on you like...
Wait, can you see if it will actually murder you, or will it stop?
It won't. It'll stop.
Are you sure?
It'll stop.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But that's really the only bug that's left. When we first got it, the software bugs were unbelievable.
There were so many of them. My least favorite was that my phone would hook up and it would blast whatever music was on full volume all the way up, like it was jarring.
Right. And other things where it bricked itself, eventually draining the battery when we were gone for 5 days or something like that. So we dropped it off at the dealer, and they did a full, it took hours and hours of them doing the software updates manually on the thing. And it changed the screens. It made things very different, but fixed all of our problems. I mean, as far as cosmetic issues, yeah, a few wheels have some curbing. There's one ding here that wasn't there before, so somebody got you with a door.
Yeah.
Maybe have been one of the kids or someone in a parking lot, but otherwise it has 16,000 miles on it. We bought it with 9,000 miles, I believe, and no battery degradation. The seats, no wear and tear in the interior. It's all holding up.
I love the dash screen, how it's just one long piece and it's curved. It's not kind of segregated in different sections. It looks very fluid.
And the light show in the door panels and throughout, it is just a very, very nice place to be. And roomy for the second row, no third row. Speakers in the headrest, which I thought was kind of a gimmick, but they work. It's kind of nice.
Okay, so where is it? Is it back here?
Oh, you're wondering about the Carmax. We have to continue the tour. So, taking a look under the hood, that's the other weird thing that I really don't understand about the Lyriq.
Yeah.
Is why not utilize this? Oh, we got some cleaning to do in here. But why not utilize this for some kind of cargo capacity? Because you pull this off.
Right.
The space could have been utilized better to give you a little bit of frunk. Give you something. Like this battery could have been relocated somewhere. And this is not like it's some repurposed gasoline engine platform. This is an electric platform, and there's room for a frunk, but they chose not to do it.
Right, yeah, I'm shocked. This would have been a perfect for kind of like a purse or a duffel bag or something here. I'm surprised this isn't metal, this is like plastic.
Well, it's all plastic covers that could come off. But yeah, if they were smarter with the battery, because this is the normal 12-volt battery that went dead on us, and just were a little more efficient with the way they routed hoses and things, you could fit like a normal travel suitcase in here or something like that. But they chose not to do it. So that's one thing I don't like about it, other than the, are you having fun there?
Got it.
Other than the catastrophic depreciation.
Yeah, it is catastrophic.
And yeah, we lived through all the bugs, which are now worked out. I suppose as far as condition issues, and there's a few little maybe rock chips on the leading edge, but overall it is in very nice shape. And Carmax did note that. They did note that it had the minor damage reported, which was this that was cracked and it was fixed. But what do you think Carmax offered? Keep in mind, they sold it to us for $44,000. This thing is a 2023 with 16,000 miles. It was like $67,000 new.
Right.
So what do you think Carmax would offer?
29.
29. That would be brutal.
Yeah,
that would be really, really bad.
Better?
I mean, you're not that far off. The number at Carmax was $32,000.
My gosh. Wait, so you lost
well,
$8,000.
It would be $12,000. But
really?
if you do the guy math with the Cybertruck, because they were the only dealer willing to give me over MSRP, and it was like 10 grand over MSRP is what they gave me. So really I bought this for 34 because the next best offer I had was MSRP.
Okay.
So if you do that math, so I got the 34, they're offering 32. There is no way that, like, if we sold this outright, 32, it would sell more for that just at a crappy wholesale auction. So I think we should offer it to the public somehow.
What are you thinking?
Well, why don't we go for a drive and talk about it? Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me see this.
Are you gonna tear it up?
Can I?
Yeah. You're rejecting the offer. She doesn't want to sell it. That's the thing.
I want to keep it.
I know you get sentimental and very attached to things,
I
but
do.
This is how YouTube works. We gotta keep the wheel turning, new stuff coming in.
I don't know how you do it because you have this like rotation where you sell cars. You'll be in love with a car, like obsessed with it, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to sell it. I can't do that.
I haven't had a choice lately, unfortunately, with all the expenses that have happened here at the house.
True.
And some other stuff, but it was all worth it. You definitely stopped it for a single motor. You know, this one being the low performance one, the smaller battery, it gets up and goes pretty good.
It's really fast. Like the instant acceleration, just instant power. The torque is incredible. I don't know why you want to sell it.
Just to get something different, because we've run out of things to do. The software bugs are all solved on this thing.
That's why I'm mad, because we just solved all the little tiny issues with the tech, and now you want to sell it.
There's no more drama with the thing for YouTube videos.
Yeah, now that it's not a hoopty anymore, you're like, I'm done with it.
That's exactly what I do.
No.
So, I mean, there are some knocks against it. You talked about how the thing constantly wants to like cut us in half with the rear hatch.
My gosh, it's scary. It was terrifying.
But also, you know, the Super Cruise definitely isn't as far along as Tesla, where it does it anywhere and drives anywhere. On this road, GM Super Cruise doesn't work, so pretty limited on where it can drive itself for now as they map everything out. And I mentioned the seat comfort being a little. These are short for people with long legs, you know? There's not the thigh support, you know?
You're just mad it's not 05 Escalade seats.
Those have lots of thigh support. They're much bigger. This is a comfortable seat, but for the price you're paying...
You need your thigh support.
Yeah, they could have more support for the price that you're paying. So...
Yes.
So as we drive into a tornado, what's next?
Okay, seriously, there's a tornado, and I want to ask you a question, but you're going to think I'm really
It's a tornado watch. It's not a warning right now.
I have a question,
okay.
But like I'm worried that you're going to think I'm an idiot for just even asking this question.
Okay, hit me.
Is there a higher percentage probability of getting struck by lightning in an electric car? Because it's like electric, right? See, that's the stupid face I was worried about that you're going to make.
That's an interesting question. Because I imagine the car's grounded out really well because it's electric, to where we wouldn't get electrocuted. But I guess it would get totaled out. The car would get totaled out. I'd be curious if the battery would have a total meltdown where it would catch fire because of that. A normal car getting struck by lightning wouldn't do that. So that's a very interesting question. Would it suddenly go to full charge? That would be the question, right? Oh, there was a good lightning strike right there.
Okay, I'm terrified. Why are we driving into the darkness?
Well, we needed to get this video done before all of this hits.
Oh my gosh.
And we're doing a good job of it. But
I'm gonna turn it on.
what is going to replace the Lyriq? That is the question. And you seem pretty sold and happy with electric cars, which is interesting.
I was surprised. I was like against them, wholeheartedly against them. And I love the ease and convenience of not having to go to the gas station. So for local things, electric has my heart.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's not going to be a new electric car because the depreciation, unbelievable. As cool as it would be to get a Lyriq V, the new high performance one, I'm not spending $100,000 and then waiting a year and having it worth, 50. Not in the cards. April's Gross YouTube videos do not pay for that.
No, I'm not even paying attention because there's lightning like boom, 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 and that's all I can think about. I'm turning around where this is happening.
Okay.
That's it. Okay.
You want to go back home and shelter.
Shelter.
She's new to Kansas. If you're from Kansas, you go outside and watch the storms. You get all excited about it. You chase the naders, But if you're not from here, then, well, you're hitting it. If you're not from here, you get a little scared.
It's terrifying.
But we'll see what's next. We'll get this one sold. It'll be live on Cars and Bid, selling no reserve. And hopefully it sells for a lot more than the Carmax estimate. Because that Carmax estimate was pretty brutal.
You're doing no reserve?
No reserve,
Whoa, okay.
It should bring out, that Carmax bid was really low, low. So this one, it should do much better. Most of them are in the low 40s. We bought it in the mid 40s a year ago. So hopefully we don't lose that much. But yeah, no reserve, so hopefully Daddy Doug takes care of us.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Daddy Blue Eyes.
She still has a thing. I locked her in though.